the name Ernesto Delgado in Sacramento, most people recognize him for his delicious food and colorful restaurants in the city's heart. But his roots begin in Mexico, thousands of miles away from Sacramento.
I'm from a little town called Atacheo, Michoacán.
He was born in 1970 to a Mexican mother and father, and into a life of cooking and serving others.
My mother's mole, my mother's carne con chile, my mother's way of showing love.
But his life in Mexico would be short-lived. Like many other immigrants, his parents had dreams of doing better for themselves and their family. And in 1976, they brought Ernesto over to the United States.
I was brought here when I was 5. And I like to say that I didn't come here, I was brought here. I feel like my Mexico was taken away from me. And I do all this to kind of recreate it.
He grew up in Napa Valley. Although his father owned a farm in Mexico, when he came to the United States, he became a farm worker, picking fruit, mainly grapes and pears. In the summer and on the weekends, Ernesto worked alongside his father. He graduated high school in 1990. He attended Sacramento State to study graphic design. With every step, he thought of the sacrifice his parents made to reach the American dream.
I thank the world of my parents. My mother's not with us anymore, but everything I do, I learn from her. When it comes to the culture, the food, and my father taught me how to, the idea of hard work.
Hard work is what led Ernesto and a partner to open up a restaurant in 2001. Ernesto opened up his first restaurant on his own 10 years later, a story he loves to tell.
I chose Maya because it has my daughter's name in it. So my daughter's name is Maya. And Maya in Aztec mythology, she was the Aztec goddess of fertility and the agave plant that creates tequila.
From the tequila to the food, he's serving a piece of home.
My mother, as soon as you walk through the door, she was offering you, something to drink. It was just, she loved to make people happy. And I think in our culture, that's part of our history, our culture, our hospitality.
After Maya, he opened Mesa Mercado in Carmichael as a tribute to his mother. And during that process, he came across the opportunity to open La Cosecha in Cesar Chavez Plaza in Sacramento.
I was in Guadalajara, and I think I mentioned it earlier, where I was at a similar plaza like this. And we sat at a bench after a long day of walking around to restaurants and stores.
After La Cosecha opened, Ernesto was hungry for more. He decided to go to the Culinary Institute of America right before the pandemic started.
I went to school with 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, up to maybe 26. I was 50. I was the old man. But I didn't tell anybody I had restaurants. I just went to learn.
During the pandemic, he took over Sal's Tacos and he put his effort, time, and money into the idea of changing Cesar Chavez Plaza to Cesar Chavez Plaza Square, making it a destination for everyone with the story of what Cesar Chavez stood for.
I would love to see a lot of, exhibitions of Latino culture, right? That is a destination for everyone to enjoy.
That dream is just a vision for now, but he's already making his own additions to it. He likes to host Mercado Urbano's market and brings different concerts to the plaza. The vision also includes opening up a cevicheria, a Mexican seafood restaurant. The plan is to eventually open Octopus Mexico in West Sacramento and a Mezcaleria taco bar in Oak Park. In total, Ernesto would own 8 restaurants, a business empire some can only dream of. This Hispanic Heritage Month, Ernesto reflects on the challenges he and his parents overcame to be where they are now.
It was very difficult for all of us to come to a country that wasn't very accepting. They changed my name to Ernie from Ernesto. I was an Ernie for a long time, but I realized in celebrating my culture that I had to be Ernesto Delgado, and that's who I am today.
Ernesto Delgado has built his life in Sacramento for almost 30 years. The focus now is to inspire others.
It's all about believing in yourself, always showing up, being persistent and doing what you love.
The successful business owner says his mother passed away almost 20 years ago. While she did not live to see his success, Ernesto says he hopes she's watching from up above.
That she knows that she created all this. Yeah. Through me. Yeah. Salute to her.